Hey,
What's up, Kiara? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Six Songs Four. Thank you for coming in and listening. This is your new favorite music. This is your new favorite. This is your new favorite.
Okay.
A little effect. No, I'm kidding. This is your new favorite music recommendation podcast. I'm Riley, and that's Kiara, and we're about to get into it.
Trying something new. I like it. Okay. Just that was just funny to me. Okay, yes. So if you're new here, we're gonna do a diva debrief before we get into the six songs. So this week's diva is none other than Charlie XCX, or as I like to call her, Charles. In terms of angels, angels are Charlie XCX fans. I was late, so I obviously heard boom clap. I heard the boom clap around the world. Wait, no.
The boom clap heard around the world.
I heard the boom clap heard around the world, and but it wasn't like I didn't really go deeper than that. It wasn't until like 2017, I think. Um, Around the time I think that Boys came out and Focus and Girls Night Out. That's I think around the time that I was like, oh, what's she doing? And then I do remember you, Riley, actually. I think it was like 2017, and then I casually got into her, and then I went home, and you were like, I was like, I really like Charlie XCX, and you were like, girl, you need to listen to Vroom Vroom, and I was like, oh my god, and
Me at the time, I was a Sophie stan, so like anything that was Sophie produced, anything that had Sophie involved, I was into it.
right, and so you also told me about Sophie that day. I remember it so vividly, and then you played I feel like you played Face Shopping first, but it could have been immaterial. I don't know. I just remember you showed me the video for Face Shopping, and I'm pretty sure I was like, huh? But I was into it. I was into it, but I was just confused.
It's for I love that watching people's faces when they first watch that video. It's such a fun video.
And I think that's probably what you did to me. But I liked it, and I was just like, it was just that moment when your brain expands, and you're like, these are things I just haven't thought before, and I was just like, okay, here we go, new brain. So yeah, Charlie
Whole
XCX.
new world.
I will say for her debrief, her first album, True Romance, is so good. It has such a specific sound. It almost sounds as if like how I think of True Romance is like there's a filter on it. Like there's some sort of like grainy,
Valencia.
sure. Not I wouldn't say Valencia. Like a filter as in more of like texture than like um visuals, but it just
Right,
sounds
right.
like there's like a staticness to how her mic sounded and like her instrumental sounded that I am obsessed with. And she's first of all, well, if you don't know, she's British, from Essex, just a young girl from Essex. And I just first of all, I love British people, and I love how British she sounds on this album. Not as much as Sucker, but you know, but True Romance highlights from that album: Nuclear Seasons, Grins, You, What I Like. I mean, honestly, truly the entire album.
I only know you from that first album.
Really, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
I was right.
But I also like the Gold Panda, like the sample, because I was a sample head.
Oh, I didn't know it was a
That's a
sample.
Gold Panda song. But once again, showing that if nothing else, Charlie XCX can write a damn pop hook, because
Hmm.
the original song was instrumental,
Oh,
but I can't even listen to the original song without thinking this in my head. So she has an amazing pop ear.
no, yeah. Also, Grins is a like career high song, and I can't wait to use that for one of my songs. But so spoiler alert, it's not one of my songs. But I just love her. Okay, so then True Romance, Sucker I feel like is divided. People don't care about it. People love it. I'm in the kind of don't care about it.
I'm looking at it now, and the only one I literally know is Boom Clap. So
Exactly. But this was her like mainstream. This is when she like popped off. Besides, I Love It. Oh, right. I Love It. I think came out before True Romance. Um, I could be wrong, but I should have done my research. Anywho, then we move on to, well, then Super Love. That's another Angel's favorite, but the thing is, she did a video. You know those things that people are doing now, like the this song or this song, or like this person or this person. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so she did one of those videos, but for her songs, and I'm pretty sure it was Super Love or I Love It. And then immediately she chose I Love It. And I was like, womp. So I don't know if she likes that song
I
as much
love
as
it is I love it.
me too. That and the angels that don't like that song, I'm sorry, you need to open your mind. Like that is an incredible, just incredible pop song. Also, I know she says she was just writing shit down and she what the lyrics don't really have any like personal ties to her. But I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. That's a word. I don't know. It was inspired, Charlie. I don't know. Anywho, so after Sucker, which came out in 2014, her next mixtape, full length project, whatever, is Number One Angel, which has a 4 year, or sorry, 3 year gap in between. And in this 3 years, Charlie XCX got into her motherfucking bag.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but before Number One Angel, I think Vroom Vroom came out before that, right?
Um, you're probably
I
right.
believe Vroom Vroom was already out as like an EP was already out beforehand.
Number One Angel came out. Yes. Okay. No, you're right. 2016. Yeah. So excuse me. Charlie XCX released Vroom Vroom EP that has Trophy. Um, obviously Vroom Vroom.
Four
um,
undeniable, four of Charlie's most undeniable
yes.
songs.
Ooh. No. Yeah. Secret. I love that song. I'm sorry. I do. But truly.
I was there in real life. Like I was. This is if there is a Charlie era that I was there for, this is where I was.
Wow. And see, yeah, I still didn't even know who she was at this point. And it's so funny to me because Vroom Vroom, like 2016 was 8 years ago, right? But that song, when I first heard it, which was probably, let's just say 2018, which isn't was only 2 years prior. So like in my mind, that song just came out because like 2018 is kind of like I feel like when my consciousness starts to die off. Well, 2019 really. Anyways, but it sounds so fresh. Is my point. Like I love that she'll always do Vroom Vroom. She loves Vroom Vroom. I think it's a, like I said, a career high. She has a lot of career highs. Like Charlie has undeniably good songs, and that's what I love about her. Is like you can not like some of her projects or her songs, but one thing we do know is the bitch can write a hit.
And I've said it all the time. What saves Charlie XCX, well, not necessarily saves her, but what puts her on that level every time is that she can write the fuck out of a hook. Her hooks are hooky. Like they
Period.
are all amazing. Like you think of a Charlie XCX song, Vroom Vroom, bitches know they can't catch me. You think of Go, like very like
Right.
rhythmically different. They're all very recognizable. They're all unique. She has a great ear for that, although maybe not the best vocalist. Once again,
But she knows that. She's not trying, and that's okay.
it's like another example of you cannot be a great vocalist and still have the ability to have great ears for music and make great music.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of great singers who can't necessarily make any good music at all. So that's something that I appreciate about her.
That period. And then we move on to Pop 2, which I which I feel like a lot of people can agree that, something shifted. Something shifted. Cuz Number One Angel and Pop 2, that era, I mean they came out like the same year and they're like usually packaged together, so it's kind of like an A side, B side, or just like a two-part album moment.
I was not aware of that.
Yo, yeah. They're like I know she released vinyls that like had Number One Angel on one side and Pop 2 on the other side. But I just have the Pop 2 vinyl. I think AJ actually might have that one. But Pop 2, a lot of people, when they think about Charlie XCX, they think about Pop 2, who are just like actual angels, know her, whatever. And I think a lot of people compare all of her new songs to Pop 2, which I kind of think is unfair. Um, because Pop 2 exists. Like, let's just move on from that. Like, I don't like it when people are like, I don't know.
Music fans have a tendency to do that with artists and what they consider to be their greatest work or their magnum opus. Like they can't ever escape comp- being compared to X, Y, or Z. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like the one album that was like your quote biggest, I guess.
yeah.
And I don't know if this was like her biggest in terms of sales or anything like that, but I feel like this is definitely like when Charlie like officially became like she's a pop girl that you can't necessarily deny in terms of like an underground buzz, internet hype sort of way. Like I feel like she's a very different sort of music star than a lot of other people because of how much internet culture I feel or like the culture of the internet drives her music.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes. She is someone, she is in every sense of the word a trendsetter. Because whether or not, Brat is your favorite album, and I'm not even speaking about you specifically, Riley, but just in general, you cannot deny.
I haven't said anything about Brad.
I know I wasn't talking about you, but
I've said things about other albums, but I haven't said anything about Brad.
so anyways, we'll get there. Whether you care about what she's doing right now, you cannot deny that every fucking publication, every fucking person, honestly, is capitalizing off of Brett Summer in some way. And I think it's beautiful to see because I mean, clearly we're saying she's been in this game for a really, really long time, over 10 years. And she's kind of always been on the forefront of the pulse, the culture, the trends. And I love now that she's kind of like leaning into that. But anyways, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So after Pop 2, so highlights from that album or mixtape, whatever the fuck. Backseat, incredible fucking song. I need her and Carly Rae Jepsen to get back in the booth together, quite frankly. Hope she's on something for rap. But anyways, but I do have to say this because I know you don't use Apple Music. At least not that
I do
often.
not.
So Apple Music, they have this like deal with Dolby, I guess, and they like have remastered like a lot of their songs and albums on there. So a lot of the songs just have been remastered for Dolby out Atmos hearing. And you
I
know,
think I know what you're gonna say because I think I've seen other people say this.
baby. So, as me, a compulsive music listener, I often listen to songs that I can tell you every beat, every breath, every whatever. And, Dolby Atmos and we didn't have no beef for a really, really long time. I actually sang Dolby Atmos's praises to a lot of people as to why it's better than Spotify. And then, I don't remember, maybe Brat had just come out or something with Charlie had just come out. And I said, you know what, I'm going to listen to Pop 2. Oh, it was after I came back from the Charlie show, and I was like, you know what? I'm loving Charlie right now. I want to listen to Pop 2. I want to listen to top 3 on Pop 2 for me. Backseat, click Backseat. So Apple, why is the entire bridge of Backseat just not there? It's literally gone,
A whole bridge.
baby. You know when they go, his fingers run through my hair, his fingers, oh, what my fingers run through his hair, my fingers run through his hair, take back, and it's just like mixed and like bouncy. That entire section is gone, and it's literally just instrumental. And I was on the train, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And I freaked out because I was like, "Am I having a Mandela effect moment? Did I make that up?" And so I texted my resident Charlie XCX stan Stella, and I was like, "I need you. This is an emergency. Like, I need you to tell me if I'm crazy." And she listened to it, and she was like, it sounds fine on Spotify. And I was like, okay, listen on Apple Music. And then she was like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not crazy. And then I listened to it on YouTube just to be like, no, that was a thing. So then I listened to other songs and I listened to Get Your Number by Mariah Carey. And there were vocals in there that I am certain that I have never heard before. But
Oh,
then
really?
yes, but then they take away other things. Like it would be cool if you're just adding more things that I've never heard. But then you take away some of my favorite parts of the song.
And then it's specifically like the Dolby Atmos version only, but
Yes,
like other versions will be regular.
yes. So I had
That's
to
very
go in
weird.
my settings and literally turn off Dolby Atmos because it was like ruining a lot of my songs. And if
Dolby
you've noticed,
Atmos.
Huh?
Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
but if you've
I'm listening.
noticed this, I need you to tell me I'm not crazy. Was that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I've seen tweets of people being like songs are different, but I'm like, girl, all the songs I listen to on Tidal, they give me regular. So I don't know.
No, but yeah, it's annoying. Anyway, I just had to say that because I needed that on record that I got y'all, bitch. I know what's going on
You
and
clock
fix
that
it.
T.
Fix it. Because it was a quite literally like an overnight thing. Like, I don't know. So then we go to Charlie. I love the Charlie album. I loved that era. I don't care. Maybe it was the Bob and that them red tip. I don't know. But I was here for it. I think some of her best songs. Gone. Next Level Charlie is my favorite song by her. Will always be my favorite song by her. Click, I mean, Cross You Out with Sky Ferreira. Warm, I am a Warm stan. Warm will probably always be in my top 100 on Apple Music because, first of all, why were they on an island? Second of all, Danielle Haim does this thing
I don't
where
know.
you don't know this song?
A lot of these songs that you're mentioning, I don't know.
You gotta tell me a reason why we can fall in love. You gotta tell me a reason we can open up. I'm gonna send you to heaven.
It sounded familiar because this is one of the albums I listened to. I haven't come
And
back
then
to it.
Danielle comes in and she's like, make me wanna fall in love. I baby make mistakes. Hit me with the champagne kiss, and now we're not thinking straight. Look at the
Right.
one like why is it's just it was giving very island, Caribbean to me. And I've always thought that. So I love that song. White Mercedes, career high, I think. Silver Cross, underrated. Love that song. Needs to be on the Brat set list. Like I don't know. I love these songs. Now we could have done without the Lizzo feature. I, I think it's fair enough to say that. Um, because we already had track 10. So, you know. Anyways. Then we go into How I'm Feeling Now, which is she was the first person to release a quarantine album. Period. Like an album that was made and released in quarantine. Did you know that?
I remember it happening, but I guess I didn't realize it as objective fact. But I believe that.
Yeah, it was like April. Like she literally like she was like, "Oh shit, we can't go nowhere. I'm going to go crazy. I need to make some music." And so she was like she challenged herself to make an album in 6 weeks. And she like documented the entire thing and it came out and 6 weeks later and she like told her label everything. She was like, "I really want to make this album." I don't really know why she gave herself that specific deadline. But that's what she did. And so, yeah, she was, and I love that she calls it How I'm Feeling Now because it's exactly what it is. It's a specific point in time that she like encapsulated, which is, I think, so beautiful. She was living with her ex boyfriend at the time and she was quarantined with them. And this was the first time they were like in the same place for a really long time together. I'm pretty sure like they had like a 7 year off and on relationship, and that's why the song 7 Years exists. But all that to say, How I'm Feeling Now has like I feel like it has a cult following in the Angels fandom. Um, and how do you feel about How I'm Feeling Now?
This is one that I did not really listen to.
Wow. Okay. I would say revisit it.
Yeah, I kind of fell off before the 2020 era. Like I was there, like Vroom Vroom Pop 2, and then from there I kind of fell back off again. So I'm by no means an angel, but I can definitely
Oh,
appreciate her
work.
as a pop star.
Well, I would say this album is really good. It just is a little tainted because of some of the subject matter. I would say because it's like a lot. Some of it's about her ex boyfriend, and like for
Uh,
example, like Claus, one of my favorite Charlie XCX songs. I doubt she'll ever sing it again. You know?
is that
Yeah,
I like every okay. Okay, word. Okay, cute. Okay.
yeah,
So that's okay, that's this era.
yeah. And I am grateful for this era because we finally got "Party for You," which was like an unreleased track for a while, and then she finally like put it out. Because that's one of her best songs. And if you disagree, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Forever, I love. Like there are some really, really good songs on here. Some of them that I didn't really care about. Detonate, Enemy, not no shame, not for me.
Is it crazy if I say when I think of Charlie XCX, like when I think the first song that plays in my head is Taxi? Like,
No, that's not crazy.
is that kind of fucked up? Because RIP XCX World.
I think it's real because I think a lot of people feel the same, to be honest, and want her to release it. Boy, it's so good. I can't even actually can't even get into it. Anyways, we're getting it's taking a while. Crash, I loved Crash. I don't give a fuck. I loved it. There are some songs that I don't revisit, but she had good ones. Should have been a hit, and I actually am really confused as to why it wasn't. But good ones, undeniably good song. Fuck if you. I'm sorry, it's an incredible song,
I only know the chorus of this one.
and that's right. I wish you gave
Go that.
me a reason. Shit, I don't know why she sings it like that. I love New Shapes. I think that song was very underrated and people didn't understand it, but I got it immediately. Crash gives me very like next level Charlie's little sister vibes. But this one, she kind of just phoned it in. And I think that it's okay to say that because that's what it was. It was her being like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to my labels so I can finish this contract. And I'm gonna do the things that they all been wanting me to do, which is like very like not necessarily like edgy, controversial, just down the middle pop girl, but still being Charlie, obviously. And that's what it was. She even had a song on here that she didn't write, and I was surprised about that. Yuck. And you can tell because it's like the most I feel un-Charlie. But then we move into Brat, which is like it's Brat Summer, and I think she's taking the world by storm. Someone asked me yesterday if I think she's going to get a Grammy for this, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do they want to pay for it?
Right. Hey, talk about that. But it's like Grammys. I think we should shoot beyond the Grammys. That's what I'm going to say. Because whether or not she deserves to be nominated for a Grammy, which whatever that means anymore, I feel like it's beyond awards. Like Brat became something bigger than I think even she thought was going to happen. But quickly, I'm just going to say my favorites from Brad. Apple, probably number one. Or, no, Spring Breakers obviously is number one, but that's the deluxe. Spring Breakers, Apple, Everything is Romantic. Um, I went to a listening party for Brad, like before it came out, like a few days before, and they played it one time. Girl, the lights were on. It was hilarious, and they kicked us out. But it was really hard to conceptualize what the fuck I was listening to. So I remember being like, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared I'm not going to like it. I can't remember what the songs sound like. But the ones that stood out to me were Rewind and Everything is Romantic. And we were all like, whoa. But I want to say about Brad, I really love that she had a vision and stuck to it and decided she wasn't going to be on the cover and decided that, like, this was going to be the most, like, on the surface, least trying, but actually underneath the surface, the most planned out, detailed rollout that I've seen in a really long time. I'm not even gonna lie.
I think that it's genius because it's so simple.
Yeah,
It's because it's like, girl, here are these songs. It's called Brat. It's a color.
right.
Boom.
Boom. And
Like,
hello. And I think that's possibly why,
not it's not hard to understand. You
yeah,
see the color, you see Charlie XCX. You think Charlie XCX. It's not too many connections to make.
exactly.
You don't have to know a certain art reference. You don't have to know a certain. You have to be able to identify a color.
It's genius. And it's also probably why it's been easy for her to like, because I'm sure you've seen the Brat like posters and cars and
The Brat Baby.
oh my god, and also just like the literal like advertisements are so easy. It's just a color in four letters. So I think it's genius. Like it probably cost her.
I think it's very cute how she's changed, or at least on. I'm pretty sure she's done this on everything, but at least on Tidal, it's like all of her main albums are like changed to like where they're bratified,
Yes,
so it's like just
that's
a color.
that was
I
genius.
think that's very, I think that's very funny.
I agree. That is one plus side of streaming. I don't have a lot, but yeah. So anyways, Charlie XCX, I think, is the pop star of the moment. She will always be the pop star of the moment. I'm an angel. I connect to her on a very deep level because we're both Leos, and I know she doesn't really care about astrology, but I just relate to her in the way that she feels the need to sometimes perform, but then under the surface, she's, sad and depressed and whatever. And like the way she processes things, I relate to. I don't know how to explain it. Like she's just she has, I think she said on a podcast, on Jake Shane's podcast, that she has a Leo sun, Virgo moon, Leo rising. And I was like, period. What that means is she's very passionate and she's a perfectionist. And I feel like that shines through with, if you've listened to her give any
Sounds
interview,
scary.
huh?
I said it sounds scary.
Well, as someone with the Leo stellium, which means I have more than three placements, I actually have five, I relate to her. I just get it. Like, I don't know. That's just my sister, and I just get it. I know that we would be friends. Like, I get her. I get her on such a deep level. Like, they will never make me hate her. They really won't. Anywho, we've talked about Charlie XRX for like 30 minutes. There's so much to say. I love her.
I feel like you've had to have most of the things to say. I feel like I haven't had much to contribute. Love her though.
I didn't know you were an
Yeah.
angel, though. I really thought you were a bigger fan of her than you are.
I really only started listening to Charlie because I like Sophie. That's what got me into Charlie XCX.
Oh, well, did you listen to Brat at all?
I did listen to Brat. I do have a couple favorites. I like 360. I
Hmm.
like I like Back to Back, and
Yes.
then I like Talk Talk. I think those are like the three that I remember that are
People are
like
saying they want Carly Rae Jepsen on the remix of Talk Talk, which I think, yeah.
Carly Rae Jepsen, Queen of Repeating Words. Okay,
Well,
I really, 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 really like you. Which Talk Talk? Yeah,
listen,
no, there we go.
now Carly, that's my mama. Look, because we gonna have a Carly debrief one day. Anywho,
Yeah, that debrief is gonna be crazy.
anywho, Charlie XCX, she's the moment. Get into it. Let's move on.
Shout out to you,
Shout out to me or Charlie.
both.
Period. All right. So
Let's move on to Six Songs 4, everybody. Woo! Woo! Fuck yeah! Oh my god. All right. So this episode is Six Songs 4, Robbing a Bank. I'm actually quite excited to talk about these songs because once again, I feel like this episode is going to be for me very cinematic. I'm thinking in terms of if I were in a movie, what would I want these songs to be? So we have sort of like the planning phase, the actual robbery phase, and then the post running from the cops, spreading out phase, right?
okay, okay.
So my very first song, I kind of imagined us setting up the plan. It's a song
Wait,
called
wait, 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 wait. It's
Wait.
us robbing the bank.
No, it's I mean, it could be.
Oh,
It's a hypothetical movie that I
okay.
created in my
I
head,
didn't.
but
Okay, that's so funny.
we could rob a bank. I mean, listen, I can do all things through Christ, okay? Don't
Amen.
play.
Okay, sorry. What is your song?
Come on now. So my first song is called Peace Fugue by Fred Wesley and the Horny Horns. Now, Fred Wesley and the Horny Horns, they are a basically like a offshoot of George Clinton, Funkadelic, Parliament, like that whole camp in the 70s. So if you know Flashlight, if you know Chocolate City, very much that type of sound. Bootsy Collins is on bass, Maceo Parker.
I just listened to a podcast that Bootsy Collins was on. I think it's called either Pop Crushed or Pop Squared. Give me like 5 seconds. I do not want to mix it. Oh no, I both of those are wrong. Switched on Pop.
Oh well.
And Bootsy Collins, it was literally I think released like 4 days ago. Or well, okay. Whenever this came out, it'll be longer. But anyways, he was on there, and it was just like this. One of the hosts like is a huge fan and was like asking him questions, and it was really cute because he's just like, I'm sure he's told a lot of these stories a lot, but he seemed enthusiastic to tell them again about like Parliament and everything.
Bootsy Collins is a legend. So he's on bass. A lot of like the Parliament guys are on this record, and it starts off with like this minute long, beautiful, literally fugue horn section, and then it like sort of drops into like this slow, like mid tempo, funky, sort of like vibe, and I feel like it was like the perfect setup for like a 70s heist movie where like everybody's around. It's like, girl, this is what we're gonna do. A car driving in slow motion, a slow zoom in. Like it's like it gives very that. Um and also the album cover is like so cool because it's like drawn in like a very 70s um like Schoolhouse Rock sort of 70s 2D animation sort of way. Um his name is Fred Wesley and the Horny Horns.
And the horny horns. When you said horn, I thought of the. You know that song?
Am I supposed to recognize it from that noise?
Yes. It's okay. We can get that out. I'm looking it up. Wait,
What song was that supposed to be?
I don't know the name of it. Oh, girl.
Well, girl, so just nobody know. Nobody know this song.
It's like.
If you know this, if you listening and you, oh, hold on, wait, do it again. Are you talking about Summer Madness by Kool and the Gang?
Yes.
That's the only possible thing I could maybe pull from that. I don't know.
I am. Wait, I gotta make sure I am though. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to Fred and Leslie and the horny horns, bitch.
Yeah, so it's like drawn in this sort of Schoolhouse Rocky sort of animation cover, and I want to say while we're talking about this, we need to bring back 2D animation. I don't know what happened to everybody thinking that we need to see digitized 3D forms. Bring back 2D. Bring back shit that looked like it was on paper.
That's the appeal. Everyone, we like that.
Like we want to that's what we want to see back.
Yeah. Like,
So
yeah. Period. Okay. I'm so excited to listen to this. Um,
it's a cool ass song.
so I feel like Parliament is such like a family tree ass fucking band. Like they all have like different fucking things. Fun fact: my first date was a Parliament concert.
That's an awesome
Isn't that
first date.
crazy?
I hope.
It wasn't just it was Riverfest, but they were there.
Oh, R.I.P.
I
Riverfest.
love
Oh
Riverfest.
my God, girl. What? Bring back Riverfest.
No, dead ass.
Everybody in Arkansas listening, we need to figure out what the fuck we need to do to fucking bring back Riverfest. What happened? Where did it go? We need a Riverfest historian
I agree.
because what's the tea?
What happened?
Everybody want to have fucking shit in Bentonville and shit because that Walmart money and shit up there, that Tyson chicken money and shit up there. We got people in Little Rock too, bitch.
Yeah.
Come on now.
First of all, if I was in charge, Little Rock's music scene, girl, please. We have an arena. Like, what's the tea? Like Sabrina Carpenter should be coming to Arkansas.
Could you imagine?
No, Harry
That'd be
Styles
insane.
went there.
He sure did. Janet Jackson went
Oh
there.
my god! Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I can't. Anyway, so Riverfest was basically like Arkansas's music festival, almost. Like, I guess not almost. It literally was. Um, but like they used to have. I remember when Bone Thugs and Harmony came. My mom was freaking out about that.
Oh my God, yeah. I remember. I think Solange was supposed to come one year, or did she come one year?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I think that she was either supposed to come on like one of the last years or like right before the. I think either she came or she was supposed to come.
Damn.
But I'm like, we.
The Fray. I remember I saw the Fray. That was
Oh my
cool.
God, the fray.
Oh, that was a good concert. Um, Yes, but yeah, my first date was at Riverfest, and I like to just say it was Parliament because like that's why we went. Like we didn't see anyone else besides the Flaming Lips, I guess. Um, but anyway,
Oh, the
so
Flaming Lips were there. That's funny.
yeah, it was the Parliament at like the dayish time, and then which is crazy to me, and then the Flaming Lips were like I guess the headliners,
Yeah, I get. Uh, I was gonna say the Flaming Lips are more famous, and to some people they might be.
right?
To me,
I know. I definitely,
Parliament is way more famous.
I was definitely, we were definitely there for Parliament. Like I think we both were like, I don't know. Anyways, um, so that's an incredible song choice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um,
If you listen to it, it hopefully everybody in y'all's minds, it will start to cook. You'll start to see the movie that I'm building in my head.
yeah. So period. I didn't necessarily explicitly think about it as a movie, but I kind of guess I did. So more so, mine was like, what song would play in the scene of them actually robbing the bank, if that makes sense. At least for this first song. Not so much the setup, but the actual robbing of the bank. Because I feel like the in my mind, I would want it to be like literally just the song playing and you just see what's going on. Like that's just how I would direct it. Um, anyway, so my first song choice is "Cha-Ching" by Chairlift.
Okay, I know Chairlift, but I do not know this song.
Oh my god! So I am a very late Chairlift fan. Got into Caroline Polachek, I think during quarantine, and then went backwards. But well, I heard "So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings." Um, Actually, no, I think I just listened to Pang like maybe like a month or two after it came out. I guess it wasn't that bad. Anywho, um,
I forgot Caroline Polachek is in. When I think of Caroline Polachek, I think of me being off acid in Pitchfork. Like she was there, and she was singing a song, and she was like, "Another door to another door to another door," and I was like, "Girl, if you say something about this fucking door one more time, I swear to God." Like I remember it was pissing me off. So when I hear of Caroline Polachek, I think of just that. The rest of that day was fun, but it
that's
was
hilarious.
hot. It was stressful. I had just dyed my afro pink. Like that was a weird time in my life.
I
Anyway, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That was funny. For a really long, for like about 6 months, she was my most seen artist, which is hilarious to me. Um,
Really?
hmm I've seen her like 3 or 4 times, but now I think Mariah is more than that. But anyways, so what was the point? Oh, okay, Chairlift. I was like, why do we mention her? So Chairlift is the band that she was in, group, duo, whatever, that she was in before she just went solo and became Caroline Polachek, whatever. I understand she has some other mononyms that I can't remember at the moment. Do you know?
I did not know this.
Yeah, she has like it's like there's another name that she used to write under, but I can't remember at this exact moment. Anywho, but Moth is my personal favorite Chairlift project. Um, but this song in particular, um, it literally has a combination like the numbers and like 27 9 9 23. Like I just think this song is perfect because it's not, I don't know if it is about robbing a bank, but it sounds like it is. Like cuz like let me just read off some of the lyrics cuz like it's very cinematic in the way that um she wrote it. Nobody will help you till you go and help yourself. Take it and don't wait for it to come from someone else. I've got everything I need right here between my hands, and there it is right in front of me. So that could be someone realizing, like, wait, I can just rob a bank, you know? Like, if I need the
It's
money,
inspirational.
right. Um, Take a look at me. Who'd have thought I'd be the one that got away with it? I got away with it. So she's got away with robbing the bank.
Okay, I can see that fitting the theme.
Yeah. They showed me a fantasy and I stole it for you and me. Tripped it, switch flipped it, slow dripped it, unzipped it, I flipped it.
Ooh, flipped it, unzipped it, redipped it.
Ride, died,
Miracle whipped it.
bitch, period. Like,
That's a pussy nut. Why you fingering my butt? Do I suck dick? You ain't seen shit. Some. Woo!
and then like it's just maybe it is about robbing a bank. Getting get it what you want can be getting what you want can be dangerous, but that's the only way I want it to be. I double dare you to keep a secret and pass it back under the table to me. That's what my favorite part. I put the stash in the bookshelf, open your mouth, and I'll slip you the key. Now crack that combination like 279923.
And clock that motherfucking T. That's what I would have said. What is she?
um
I've never heard this song, but this definitely sounds robbing a bank for sure.
Yeah. And so I feel like it's
In
pretty
the literal sense.
self-explanatory. But yeah, shout out to Caroline Polachek. I love you in spite of everything. And you know what I mean.
What's everything?
You don't remember when she
You know what? I don't even. The side told me I don't even.
okay.
I don't even need to know.
We're gonna keep it
That's
positive.
okay.
The North remember.
My next
The North
song.
and Kalila remember. That's all I'm gonna say.
Huh? What she do with what she do?
I have to say it now. So basically in like 2019, I guess. It was in quarantine. So yeah, I think it was 2019 when Kanye West had like released one of his albums, and she basically put a story on her Instagram story and like quoted the N word in it. And Kalela was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, why would you do that?" Da, 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 da. And I don't remember what her excuse was.
You know what? It's not even important. It's not even important. God bless you, Caroline. I'm sure you make great music, and cha-ching about your lips.
Yeah, it's like I have chosen to believe that she understands that it's wrong, and if I had a conversation with her, that she would have the right answer. And until that's proven wrong, then we'll move forward. She hasn't done anything
That's
since, which I feel is something.
that belief is your belief, and I love that.
Anyway, what's your second song?
Okay, my second song. My second song is called Pager by Rob Roy. Rob Roy is a rapper slash singer, I guess, who is relatively, I guess, unknown. Um, I've became familiar with Rob Roy because in Saints Row 3, the video game, I think it was either Saints Row 2 or 3, he had a song in that video game called Fur in My Cap, which is still one to this day one of my favorite songs. Like, certain people I believe have voices that are made for rap music. Like, you just listen to them rap and it's just like, yeah, you need to be rapping. Rob Roy has almost sort of like, not in terms of like, I'm not comparing them like how they rap, but like in terms of like how their voices sound, almost sort of like a Andre 3000 sort of like tone to like the like the way that he raps in that song is amazing. But he has been making music since like the 2000s, as far as I am aware of, and everything that I've heard from him is quite literally A1. So he's one of my favorite artists. But this song in particular is from his latest project, which I believe was released a couple years ago, 2023, 2024, maybe, or 2022, 2023, maybe, recently, very recently. And this is a song that I imagine like the actual crime taking place. So like we're in the bank, get on the fucking floor, like pop, 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 guns busting. This song is what I hear playing. Like this is, I be going off like it's like very 90s classic boom bap. I'm talking shit, da 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 boom, boom. Like that beat is crazy. That beat is so crazy. And like I said, Rob Roy is, I believe, one of the artists that I believe to be the most underrated in terms of like output that I've heard, and like I just believe talent. Like Rob Roy, when Rob Roy sings, it gives Jodeci for real. Like
Oh,
You can tell like he loves Jodeci and like he's referenced Jodeci in
Is he
several of his
white?
songs, but like even the way that he like I don't know
Oh,
his ethnicity. It's
let
giving
me see.
maybe South Asian, some sort of South Asian tea. I don't know what's going on. Um,
His name is Rob
but I know
Roy.
Rob Roy. He has one album I believe was released on a major label
Oh,
under the name Robert Raymond Roy.
it's giving Wasian for sure. Or wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Um,
I'm not sure.
okay.
But you could definitely tell like in listening to his song like his singier songs, the background vocals, how he arranges those, how he sings those is very Jodeci. It's very like 90s R&B in like the true essence that people like try to recreate. Like it's like actually 90s R&B. So check out Rob Roy, get into him, and Pager, this song, which is
Hmm.
my second song.
Period. Yeah, I don't know this song, so I don't have much to say, but shout out to you.
Slay.
Wow. Okay. Um, I, in the moment that you said that, decided I'm actually going to change uh, one of my songs because I think it's going to be funny. But my second song is actually kind of topical. It is Spring Breakers by Charlie XCX. I mean, the song is literally about her blowing up the Grammys. So I feel like it's a hop, skip, and a jump from robbing a bank. Uh,
Word.
you know,
If this is from the deluxe album, I have not heard this one.
okay, yeah, it's from the
Is
deluxe.
this
It's the
from the
last
deluxe?
song on the
Okay,
album.
word.
And I think it's the best song on the album. I think it paints the most clear picture of whatever she's talking about. It's literally about her calling up the Grammys, saying, "Hi, it's me. You're all in danger. Um, I never
Hmm.
get invited because I'm such a hater. Got my finger on the detonator. Crazy girl shit. Gonna go spring breakers." And then she says, "February 10th, I'm gonna pull up. Hey, Staples Center, what the fuck is up?" Like, then she says she doesn't care that the body's spilled everywhere. Place went boom, 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 clap. Like, she's literally blowing up the Grammys. So, um, I think that I've never actually seen the movie Spring Breakers, but I feel like they rob a bank in that movie, right?
I wasn't even aware that that was a movie. Like I wasn't even.
Oh,
I'm not tapped in. I didn't know that was like a movie.
yeah. It has Vanessa Hudgens, controversially, just because, like, Disney. Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley something. Actually, let me just girl, because I just remember Vanessa Hudgens.
Tisdale
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Simpson.
No, she was in Pretty Little Liars. What the fuck is her name? Um, Ashley Benson. Okay, yeah. James Franco was in it. Apparently, Gucci Mane's in it. Selena Gomez is in it. That's what I was thinking of. And then like some other girls.
Oh wait, Selena Gomez is in it. Is this like the movie where like they like end up becoming like okay, yes. I've seen the trailer for okay,
Yeah,
yes. Okay, word. Okay, word. Okay, yes.
yeah. So they
Caught up.
like, yeah, slick, sultry, stylish, coolest film of the year. And James Franco has cornrows. I've never seen it, but
Different time.
I think it right. I think it has a cult following, obviously with Charlie, but I think obviously this film was inspiration for this song. But I feel like I've seen the trailer and I feel like they rob a bank or they do some sketchy shit. Um, but the way this song is, I think it's pretty obvious why it's my second song. It's an incredible song. I feel like such a brat when I listen to it. I'm trying to make it my number one song of the year. Not like necessarily on purpose, but like I just listen to it all the time. Right now, actually, half year update. The band Boa, I'm sure you heard about their popular song, the TikTok song Duvet.
Duvet.
Yeah. So I did not know that song. And I actually heard it because who was it? It was this funny black TikToker that I listened to, and now I can't remember watch, but I can't remember who it was. But he was just like, "This summer's gonna sound like." I was like, "What song is that?" And that's how I found it. That's the only TikTok I ever saw for it. So I became aware that it was actually like a trend on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay. But that was already after it was my number one song. So it was my number one song this entire year until last week when Club Classics took over. So that's kind of
My
crazy.
total doesn't give me like a yearly. It gives me like what I've been listening to the most per month. So I'd have to like look and
Yeah,
see.
Apple does it every
But
week.
accordingly, right now, as of this month, Mariah Carey is my most streamed artist, which is
Well,
on
yeah,
brand. So,
she's
yeah,
probably mine too, but that's my most listened song. Um. Anyway, yeah, Spring Breakers. That's my second song.
slay. All right. So for my songs, we've had the planning of the songs. Excuse me, not the planning of the songs, the planning of the crime. We've had the crime taking out, and now we're dealing with the fallout of the crime. We're running from the police. Still a very high tension situation. So my final song, it is a oonts oonts song for the girls who don't like that. I'm sorry, but this is called "Suck a Dick" by Paranoid London. That is the name of the song. It's called "Suck a Dick." The album cover kind of literally has like a neon kind of dick on it, but it's like this super hard, almost industrial sounding kind of house song. Um, and it starts off with him sort of chanting, or whoever's singing on it, whoever, they start off chanting "suck a dick," like "suck a dick," which I feel like is very on brand for criminals like running from the police, or like
Mm,
"suck my fucking dick," the police, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
But then he gets further into the song, or whoever, excuse me, and it's like early morning, 9 to 5, wake you up, and it's like the dick is like a 9 to 5 job, so to speak. So like
mm.
the idea of robbing a bank, running from it, and saying "fuck this 9 to 5 job shit," I've robbed a bank. I feel like it's very on theme, and also Paranoid London is. I've discovered them relatively recently. I don't know if it's a band, if it's one person. I don't know what the fuck the T is, but they just make super spare, hard hitting, like minimal house, and it's just like I would be in a warehouse like sweating my clothes off to this song. Like this is like one of those songs, but I also feel like if this were used in the soundtrack of a movie in this context, I feel like it would be so perfect. So,
I
"Suck a
love
Dick,"
that.
Paranoid London. This is my
Wow.
third song.
I've never heard of the song. Surprise, surprise. Um, you have such good music taste. I'm like, it's so expansive.
Yeah, girl. I do this. That's what I do. I'm sorry.
But that reminds me of when Beyonce was like, "Suck on my balls, suck on
Baby.
my balls, suck on my balls,
Hell
baby.
no.
Hell no, middle
Middle
fingers
fingers
up,
up.
put 'em-
Yeah, very that.
yeah, put 'em hands high." Anyways, okay.
Let's talk about how Mariah Carey invented Homecoming at the end of Up at My Face. Up at My Face the reprise. That's that's Homecoming before Homecoming, honey.
That's T. Up out my face, boy. Up out my face, boy. Up out my face, boy.
Like, come on
Up
now.
out my face, boy. Yeah, girl, it's not shipped. Anyway, so I can't wait to use that for something, child. I could have a DVD brief just for that fucking song, please.
Girl, like
Girl,
honestly, the video where they're in Target.
literally. 6 songs for Target videos. I can think of
Oh
two
my god,
off
right.
the bat. Okay, so just tickled me. Okay, so my last song is, you've done the robbing of the bank, okay? You got the money in the car, but unfortunately, most likely you're gonna get caught because they have that little red button. The police were called the moment you walked in, mama. Um, and so my last song is the alternate outcome to Riley's outcome, where you get caught. So the song is "Busted" by Candace Flynn and Vanessa Dupin Schmertz of Phineas and Ferb.
Jesus Christ. Baby, in terms of cartoons, Phineas and Ferb got to be goaded in terms of soundtracks. Like in terms of songs from the cartoon,
Hmm.
they was in the Phineas and Ferb lab cooking them
Cooking
songs up like the rent was due for real.
on the regular.
You are busted. You are busted.
Baby, I don't want to put the hurt on you, but you better believe me when I tell you
Believe me.
that I have
Believe me.
finally got the dirt on you. So, on this perspective in the movie, these are criminals that the cops have been wanting to catch for a long time, and they finally busted them. Okay. It really, I think I thought about this and I changed my song last minute because we were watching Phineas and Ferb like a couple days ago. And first of all, I just love Phineas and Ferb, just unironically. But um, I was thinking about how they have so many good songs and how Candace, I relate to her because she is being gaslit this entire time. Actually, I guess I don't relate for her for that reason, but she's being gaslit this entire time. Her mom, Linda, bitch, could you be more oblivious? Like, okay. And then Candace and Ferb, I mean, not Candace, Phineas and Ferb are literally gaslighting her this entire time. And like Stacy, her best
She need to mind her fucking business.
but they're like,
Stay your ass in that room and talk to that fucking boy.
she's she is in charge of them and they are literally getting permits to build beaches in the back of their yard, and all she wants is their mom to believe that her she doesn't, I don't even know at this point she wants them to even get in trouble. She's just like, am I not crazy, like please. And it's so funny how every time it's because Dr. Doofenshmirtz is uh with his innators are like making them go away. But anywho, back to the soundtrack. Dan Poppamore, you are goated in my mind. Like, you have created just incredible television.
I haven't watched Phineas and Ferb recently, but I know it's very
It
funny.
is so
Like it's
funny.
genuinely a very great cartoon.
It is so fucking funny. And especially like the first two seasons. I mean, they're all funny, but like we were watching Backyard Beach, and when she goes to Mars, yeah, I'm the queen of Mars. I was invisible on Earth.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my god. So basically, I forgot the plot of this episode, but Candace, she is like calling all her friends
She goes
and
to Mars.
huh?
I said she goes to Mars.
Well, before that. So this is the reason why she goes to Mars. So she, because it was like okay, it was like a willing choice. So, because I thought it was an accident. No, this bitch, she's calling all her friends. She's like, I want to hang out. They're all busy, right? And so she's like, no one likes me. Everyone hates me. Oh my God. And Stacy texts her and is like, CYLBFF. And she was like, something, something loser. BB, like she just made it all up, and she was like, "They hate me, oh my god!" And so Baljeet makes a portal to Mars for his science fair contest. Um, and they're like, she's like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "This is a portal to Mars." And she's like, or no, he said, "It is a portal to a faraway place." And she said, "That's enough for me." So she just walks through the portal because she's like, everyone hates her and she wants to go somewhere where nobody knows her so she can start over. And then they're like, "Candace, you're on Mars," and she's like, "What?" And then of course it disappears. And so I was like, this bitch went to Mars just because she thought everyone hated her. That's relatable.
LOL. That's hilarious.
Like, that's fucking hilarious. So anyway, busted by Phineas and Ferb, by Candace Flynn, Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, excuse me. You know it, okay? If you are Gen Z, you know this fucking song. Don't fucking piss me off. This is a hit in every sense of the word.
Some folks didn't. Some folks didn't let. Some folks' parents didn't let them watch Disney.
Disney was the family friendly channel. My mom didn't let me watch
Was it?
Nickelodeon. Yeah, Disney didn't let people kiss on there. I think you got one kiss a show, or at least one kiss a season, or something like that. I'm so
A
serious.
show.
Nickelodeon was the edgy one because they let them kiss and make out and stuff, and that's why my mom only let me watch Disney Channel for a while. Anywho, you know this damn song. Don't piss me off.
Period.
But yeah, you're
That's
busted.
a great song.
And the second verse, underrated. There's a new cop on the beat, and I'm bringing down the heat. And you're so tired from all your lies, but you're not that discreet. Because Vanessa, the woman who sang for Vanessa and voiced her, and also voiced Marceline in Adventure Time, you are a go. She's the same person.
Did not know that.
And I don't care what you've heard, cause there's one six-letter word. It's gonna set me free, it's gonna set me free. Starts with the B, starts with the B. Goes Busted, you are busted, busted.
B,
Cause Ashley Tisdale, mama, she was in there fucking voice acting down.
baby. Them did Ashley Tisdale's Disney checks.
Baby.
Gotta go so
You know they're
crazy.
bringing it back, right?
Bringing what back?
Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But they're not like making them older, like they're just making new episodes basically. And everybody's coming back.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, they've been making it for like the last couple years. Um, so yeah, like I'm so excited because that means new songs and new shit.
Well, God bless.
Yeah, is that all the songs?
That's all the songs.
Oh,
I've done my three.
damn. Okay, that went by fast. Well, let's recap the songs.
Word. All right. My first song is called Peace Fugue by Fred Wesley and the Horny Horns.
My first song was Cha-Ching by Chairlift.
My next song is called Pager by Rob Roy. Woo!
My next song was Spring Breakers by Charlie XCX.
My final song is called Suck a Dick by Paranoid London.
And my last song was Busted by Candice Flynn and Vanessa Doofenshmirtz.
Get into them. Playlist link, as always, are in the description. Mwah.
So now we're going to move on to our next segment, our last segment, Questions for Queers. The question is, what is your song of the summer officially? Because it's July. The summer's about halfway over, so I think it's a fair question to ask.
There's, to me, only one right answer.
What is it?
Because I don't know about you or anybody else that may be listening, but I've been a nasty girl. Nasty. I've been a nasty girl. Nasty. I've been a nasty girl. Nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. I've been literally people at work before the song came out. I've been preaching to them about Tinashe. I've been like, girl, Tinashe actually is like the pop star that y'all want, like the girl that makes the like she's actually who y'all want.
Mm-hmm.
And now that Nasty's blowing up, I'm like, I can tell all these bitches I told you so because
Yeah.
I've been here.
I feel like I don't know if so that's not my personal song of summer. Definitely top 3. So
Word.
that's is what it is. But Tinashe, yeah, I feel like didn't we already have a Tinashe DVD pre? Girl,
I'm honestly not even sure.
I feel like we brought her up enough though. But
She's worthy of one.
oh wait, no,
We
we did,
haven't,
we did.
but I'm
We
pretty
did.
sure we have. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what episode, but we did. So basically, I'm just glad that I wasn't this late. You know what I mean? Like I got into her at this point like 4 years ago. So yeah. But okay, nasty. Mine is probably Spring Breakers. I truly, it's that song is just so good to me. Like it's just, I'm so glad she released it because
I'll have to listen to it.
for a while, I thought that she wasn't going to release it. She was teasing it for a really long time. You probably have heard it and didn't even know. And she was like playing it
I
at
believe that.
concerts and shit, or not concerts, like DJ sets. And then we didn't know if she was going to release it at all, and then she did. So thank God. I thought it was going to be another taxi situation. I really did. Well, that's not exactly the same thing, but anyway. Long story short, yeah, I think that's probably my top one, and then Nasty, and then I'm not gonna say Espresso because I feel like Espresso happened like 2 months ago at this point. Like it's been happening. It's been happening. Um and
We can say at the time of filming.
sure. I'm just saying
Okay.
like I think for Sabrina Carpenter right now, I'm annoyed because I have to like fight these 13-year-olds for tickets to her concert. Again.
I'm screaming.
Because I saw her at Terminal 5. I was there. in the trenches with the 13-year-olds who didn't have any IDs and had to call their moms crying. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
It was a mess. But anyway, sure, espresso. That's that me espresso.
You want to know how I know that's a hit?
How?
It's because I've heard a bounce version.
Wow. That is the litmus test.
Boom, boom, boom. I work boom, 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 cause I boom, 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 and he looks so cute. Boom, 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 round, round,
That's
boom, boom,
brilliant.
boom. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
We need Sabrina to
yeah,
hear it.
like that's all you need. I hope she has.
Girl, when
She's such a cute little doll. Like she's she's just like,
I
adorable.
can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll still say I haven't. You've been telling me to listen to emails I can't send.
I have.
It hasn't been high on the priority list. I'm not gonna lie, but she's adorable. She's so cute.
I feel like if you like Joanne,
The song,
yeah.
the song.
Yeah.
But see, I don't know if I would listen to a whole album of Joanne the song. I didn't even listen to
Joanne.
Joanne the album.
Well, girl, first of all, go listen to that, but then go listen to emails I can't send. What the hell?
Oh, girl.
You just listening to the same damn songs over and over again.
Not necessarily true.
That's true. I don't know why I said that. Okay. If you have a question, please send them to
Please.
please send them to sixsongs4@gmail.com, or you can DM us, whatever, text us. But please send us questions. We want to hear from you. And don't you want to hear your question in your earbuds?
Don't you want to hear your question on my podcast? Don't you want to have a question on my podcast? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you?
Hey. So yeah, please do that.
Loosen up my buttons, baby.
The Nicole Scherzinger DVD brief, girl.
2 seconds long. What are we doing to talk about?
What do you mean? There's so much to talk about. Anyway, she literally created One Direction. That's why we need a debrief. Anyway, thank you for listening.
Absolutely, y'all. Thank you.
And tell a friend, rate us, please, comment, share, all of the things. All of our bios and all of our links and all of the things can be found at the bottom in the description. Yeah.
The description has everything, darling. It has everything, darling.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Songs for Songs for Songs for